In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create lower thirds in Adobe After Effects. So let's get into it. Hey, what's up? It's Chris from Brooker Films, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create lower thirds in Adobe After Effects. But before we get into that, let me just ask the question, what is a lower third? Well, basically, a lower third is that tiny information box in the bottom left or bottom right corner of an interview. Now, you will most likely see these lower thirds in the news, but you will also see these in documentaries and interviews. So now we're going to jump into Adobe After Effects, and I'm going to show you how to create a really simple but effective lower third. So once we're inside of Adobe After Effects, we can begin by creating a brand new composition, and we'll make sure this is 1920 by 1080, and we'll just rename this to lower thirds. We can press OK on that, and then inside of this composition, we want to go ahead and create a brand new shape layer. So we'll go into Layer, New, Solid, and we'll just change the color of this to white. Now, dragging the corner of this solid, we can just adjust the scale of this. We'll make this a small rectangle and place this in the left corner. Now we're going to create some brand new text, so go up to the T, and we're just going to type out a name. So I'm just going to put my name for now. I'm just going to select all, go over to the character tab. I'm going to change this to black, and I'm just going to pull the scale of this down a touch. Now we'll reposition this over to the right, and then we want to go ahead and we want to create a brand new text layer. So in this brand new text layer, we're just going to put the title. So for now, I'm just going to put videographer, and then we'll just go and adjust the scale so that this is smaller than the text, and we'll place that directly underneath the name. So we've got the name and the title. So selecting both of these text layers, we're just going to drag the position of this down so that it fits the center of this lower third. And that's essentially the really basic lower third, but if we wanted to create this more unique, we can add some more branding options to this. So we can just add a stripe to the lower third. So we'll create a brand new solid, and we're just going to draw a mask around the bottom of this lower third. And as you can see, if we eyeball this back on, you've created this really awesome stripe at the bottom, and you can change the color of this to match the color scheme of the business or the film that you're making. And now if we want to animate this onto the screen, we can go ahead and create a brand new null object by going into Layer, New, Null Object, select all of the layers except for the null, and then you want to parent these to the null object. Now from here, we want to go inside of the null object, go into Transform, go across a few frames, and then we want to create a brand new keyframe on position. And then I'm just going to scale this down a touch because it's a little bit too big for my liking. So now that we've created that first keyframe, we can go back a few, and we can just change the position. And then we can go back some more, and we can just adjust the position so that this starts off screen. So this means that this is going to bounce or slide onto the screen. So if we play that back, there you go, that looks cool. But that was a little bit too fast, so I'm just going to slightly adjust the position, and then I'm just going to increase the gap between each keyframe. So we'll just drag those across a touch. Do that again for that second keyframe. And there you go, that is much better. To progress this animation even further, we can fade the text on. So we'll create a brand new keyframe on opacity, set it to 0, scroll across, set this to 100, and we'll just pull that back. And there you go, we have the box sliding in, and then we have the text fading up into the shot. And that is basically our lower third complete. Now you don't have to do it like this, you don't have to stick with the box. If you want, you can go through and you can change the mask so you can create a more interesting shape. If you go onto the original box, that's the white text there, you can create a mask around that and create an interesting shape. The only limitation is your creativity, so take the time to practice this effect, try some really cool branding options, and then once you're happy with your design, we're just going to completely sell this effect. We're just going to add the cherry on top of the cake, and we're just going to select all of the layers, press motion blur, and then we're going to activate the motion blur in this tab, and that's just going to blend this effect so it looks really awesome as it enters and leaves the frame. And that is the basics of how to create a lower third in Adobe After Effects. And that's it. If you enjoyed watching this video, then please do let me know in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and I will see you next time for the next video. Thank you for watching.